It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Stroud off the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along your routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Running left, here's Ford. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down. Offense in the hurry up here. Stroud now on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's a give up the middle. Jukes out a one stop. And he'll go down here at the 16. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Go! Hyatt going in motion right. They'll run here on 1st down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first, guarantee some yards, and then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now looking to throw. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face second and long. Let's go now. They are throwing it again. Caught by Theo Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This is complete to Neighbors. Then he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants finish off their opening drive. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants start off well to tie things 7-7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Return starts from the goal line. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun now, first round. Finds a seam down the middle. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans need only one to take the lead. One after try, good by Reichert. And the Texans take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready? Set go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
19, 18.
Going to the ground again on first. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Go street.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
19 Lions. Go.
Throwing now from the gun. Connects with Johnson. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll throw on first. Completed over the middle. He has room past the 25. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. That one right down the middle. And the Giants tie things up at 14. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Return starts from the goal line. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Right.
Slot man motioned over. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Jukes one defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Man in motion here. On play action, here's Stroud. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here we go.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Man in motion, headed right. They give it to him again. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Texans take a second quarter lead. Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him. Just into the ground to end that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
70 range, 70 range. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going deep this time. They connect on the deep shot. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants tie this game at 21. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Return starts from the goal line. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And what a great start for their series. He's all the way up close to the 45-yard line before stepping out.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, Stroud. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Texans set to punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hup.
Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Fits it through the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Giants in possession. They'll send the tackles wide and work out of the monster here on 2nd down. Hyatt with the grab. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Let go.
Now a give left side. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Here's a throw. Setting up the running back screen. And that's a New York touchdown. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
All right.
Stroud throwing here on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got two options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. To the air, Stroud. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
He's trying to go deep again. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And the Giants fit the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Gets everything he has under this throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First and 10 from the 41.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to the well again. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Gets this to Johnson. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throw left side, complete. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants double their lead to 14. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Return starts from the goal line. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. And he sent a man in motion. Stroud off the play fake. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down, Stroud. Off the mark there, incomplete pass.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. To the air yet again. It's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
That's caught for the first. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it sets up a Houston first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Able to hit Mason, complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll run here from the gun. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
We call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept them in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. This throw is caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Quick slant complete. And in for the Houston touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Plowing up the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we... Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10 now. Connects with Johnson. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
3rd down from the gun. Chased out to his right. They did it! He made the interception! And the Texans have some new life in the 4th. Well, great team defense there. No matter where he looked, Brock, there seemed to be a defender there, including where the pass eventually went, and that was why it was intercepted.
Such a disciplined rep there from the defense. As a QB, you try to extend the play to break them down defensively. Nobody did. And as a quarterback in that case, when you don't have a lane to throw it and the field is shrinking, you've got to throw that ball in the 5th row.
Rolling left, buying some time. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Looking to throw, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 from the 41. On play action, here's Stroud. Look, this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
On the quick, right?
Another try following the sack. Short pass caught by his tight end.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, he lost the football! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Hey, a normal old stop with 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this group. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from him literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Receiver gets it on the handoff. And the struggles from the last play carry into this one. This also just gets back to the line.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
70 Lions.
Right up the gut. Has some space inside the 15. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
On the set. Panther 60. Panther 6. Ready.
Goal to go. They're passing. Dump off caught by his back. Touchdown, New York! Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants double their lead to 14. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Trying to push it deep downfield. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down. To throw. Hauled in left side. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Stroud off the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But fortune on the Texans side. One of their guys got to him. They're going to keep the football. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next. You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Desperation time here on 4th. A bit of desperation on this deep shot, and that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Giants have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Here we go, here we go.
So the Giants come away with the win. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.